I'm Tim.
I'm Anna.
This is Geeked Up Game Review Group, and we're going to bring you guys a really cool review of a children's game called
Hoot Owl Hoot.
Now, the age range, I think, is 3.
This one I think is 4.
Oh, the 4 and up. We're actually going to be starting doing reviews for Peaceable Kingdom is the name of the company. They actually do children's games, ages, I'm going to say kindergarten.
I think 3 is the youngest one they sent to us is 3.
Yeah, so maybe 3 and up, so that means that all these games have probably gone through the child testing, choking hazards and stuff like that. The components are really cool, and most of their games are green as well, so they are recycled materials, and they state that on the box. And maybe some of them aren't, but I think most of them are recycled materials, so that's pretty cool. So we are doing Hoot Owl Hoot as the first one from Peaceable Kingdoms. And I'm really excited because this is a whole new spectrum for tabletop gaming for us.
Well, we also, as you know, we have 2 boys, and one is 1 is 2.5 weeks. And so it'll be kind of cool to have that aspect and have these to show them and play. Well, they're too young right now, but as soon as are able to play, I think we'll introduce them because it's really kind of cool to have those young games. And I have friends that had kids too, so we'll probably bring them out to play with them as well. The
reason that we wanted to do these as well is because we know that there's a lot of strategy gamers out there that are on the level that we're on that play the heavy games that their kids really can't play, and I think it's not hard to find the games. They are out there, but we want to make it easier for you to find those children's games to get them introduced to the strategy gaming.
Finding games that aren't Monopoly or
right, that actually will that are not roll the dice and move your character. We may have one of those pop up through Peaceable Kingdom, but hopefully we can bring you everything that they have to offer.
Peaceable Kingdom is very focused on co-op games, so everyone wins.
Well,
and that's like,
or everyone loses.
Right.
Because if the bear beats you to the beehive on Buzz.
Oh, yeah. So it's not like, you're playing against and teaching that. Well, it's good to teach them competitiveness, I think, but also it gets them started with feeling good. Not like, oh, I lost, it's oh, we lost, we won,
it's a team effort. It's you and your partner or team against the board. And I think that this has really been, ever since Gen Con, or actually ever since they contacted us to do the reviews, because we had contacted at Gen Con, but they didn't have anything there for us. And we were only expecting to do a review, and they've actually sent us 3 different games already, so we are stacked up for that. And I've been really excited to do these reviews because it's
different.
If someone's just browsing through YouTube and they happen to see one of our videos and we do children's games, then they're going to be like, oh, well, that's cool. I didn't know this was out there. Somebody that isn't strategy gaming at all. So let's go ahead and head over to the box of the Hoot Owl Hoot, and we'll show you guys all the great components that are green and safe for children, and we'll show you guys how to play. Alright guys, so here we have the box for the Hoot Owl Hoot game. Ages 4 and up, players 2 to 4, and plays in about 15 minutes, or longer if you're playing me and Anna, because we try to think about it too much. It does have a Best Toy Award from the Oppenheim Toy Portfolio Platinum. Parents' Choice Foundation gets the silver honor, and the game is produced by Peaceable Kingdom. It is a cooperative game for kids. It is 100% green inside, as it says right here in the corner. It also has a Learn to Play. That must link you to a video of a Learn to Play, or you can continue watching ours and we will show you how to play as well. UPC code right there. Warning, it does have choking hazards, not for children under 3 years of age. So, first thing is you would usually see a rule book inside of a box, like right here on top of the board, but because they are a very intelligent company, they've actually printed the rule book on the lid of the game. A lot of games can't do that because of the page number that they have, but since this has such a easy rule book, it is actually printed on the lid of the game. So it's really cool that they have everything that you need to know on how to play. And it gives you a little background story of why the owls are not in the nest and everything. So I will show you guys the back of the box here in just a second. But first, we'll go to the inside components. So here's the board. This is obviously not the side that you play on, but I thought it was kind of cool that they put some artwork on the flip side of the board, because usually you just see a blank canvas back and nothing on there, but they actually put their game name on there. And then on the flip side, this is actually the side that you will play on. And let me zoom out just a little bit. And you can see here's the bar here for where your sun's going to move up every turn that you have a sun in your possession. And then you can see the dots all the way around, and then the nest in the center. So this is going to be depending on what level of difficulty you want. If you want just one owl and want to try to get around the board and into the nest, then you can just play with one, or you can play with all 6 to make it really difficult. And try to get them all to the nest. So I'll go ahead and show you guys the insert that they have here on why they believe in cooperative games and what the game's made of and everything else. So just talking about the green that they've done. The game pieces actually come in this little paper pouch, which I believe is also recyclable, which it says 100% inside recyclable. So here's the game pieces. Here are the owls. All the owls will start here. Yeah. And then you have your sun cards. Oh, I'm dropping everything. And Holden's really excited to see this, I guess. And then this is the little piece. It might be a choking hazard, the little sun, and it'll start up here. And then here's some of the cards in there. So this, and then these are are going to be how you move, drawing those, and basically that's going to be how you're going to set the game up. All of these will be flipped over, upside down, so you'll see this. The only thing that I would say that I kind of have an issue with is that the cards have these corners on them. If they would have rounded these off, it probably would have been a little bit better, because these are really pointy and do kind of hurt while you're shuffling the cards. And considering that kids are going to be playing this, they may want to look at rounding the corners. This piece is okay. It's not that bad, and it just slides across, and nobody's really picking it up. But for these, since you are picking them up, that's basically how it's gonna go. So this is basically, if you're playing on a high difficulty, this is how the game would be set up at the beginning. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the back of the box real quick, and it just shows you the different components, name of the game, what is cooperative gaming, or what is a cooperative game, and then it gives you like detail, and then it tells you the ages, how many players, 15 minutes, basically the same thing on the front of the box. It actually shows you the contents of what you're gonna get and everything else. So let's go ahead and go over and show you guys how to play. Alright guys, now we have our Hoot Owl Hoot all set up. I was going to show you guys by myself, but Anna wanted to play, so
I like it.
I wanted to wait for her to come back from school, and we are now ready to go. So we have our 6 owls set up here, and then our stack. So playing the game is really easy, and we have our sun marker over by the moon. And we already have 2 suns. Now the suns, these you have to play on your turn. So that's what makes it difficult. So do you want to go first or me? It doesn't really matter.
I'll go first.
Okay. So the marker will move up.
And that goes to a discard, and then you redraw. Uh-oh.
Yep. And then I will play mine, move the marker, and that's all that happens. It just ends your turn. So you don't get to do anything else.
Okay. And I did the same.
And you need to draw?
Okay.
Now we can actually move some owls. Now we've got rid of all of our suns, and that's already moved a lot. So this is purple, green, and yellow, which you probably already know that. So I'm going to move the very last owl. Do you think that I should do that, Anna?
Yeah, to green.
Or to green. Oh, to green, yes, because green is further. So the owls can fly over each other, and they can go over here to green. And then I play that, and then draw this.
And then I have 2 blues and a red, so if I... You think I should take one to a blue to cover up the blues for us?
Well, the first one's here.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one will be here.
Yeah, so I
and
think
then
if
I have one.
Yeah, I know.
So him there.
So I think, yeah, him there.
And then you want me to go here blue?
Yeah.
And then you're blue.
And then I'll take this one blue, which will take this one all the way that way.
Yes, because there's no blue dots in between this and all the way around.
You didn't draw. Uh-oh.
I didn't want to draw mine today.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so my turn, sunshine, marker moves, and I draw a new dot.
I have the sunshine marker again.
And then you draw your card.
Yeah, so let's see. You have another blue. Oops, I got a purple. You have another blue, so if you take that one, he has to go all the way there.
Okay, so I'm going to play my blue dot. That's going to put him all the way to the next blue dot. So he is really way up there.
And then
Let's draw.
I have red and purple.
We have no sunshine.
And I have another red. So if I take this one to this red, it covers up that red for that one. And those two.
Okay, I have to play my sunshine. This is the only time I don't like sunshine. It's causing us to we're halfway
Ooh,
there.
you've got red too.
Yes. So now you move.
So if I move this one
to there,
this one,
and then I can move
I draw again.
my red.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he'll go all the way around to the red.
And then I have a red
Let's
again.
Ugh, sunshine.
So we'll take this red all the way there.
There's more sunshine.
We're about halfway now with sunshine. And then we'll move this one purple. Or, no, I'll move him yellow.
Oh, I'm not drawing. I'm trying to move.
I would do yellow, yeah.
Okay.
And then,
They're all. Oh well, no, they were.
oh, I didn't draw last time.
Oh, and I didn't draw this time.
Look it, we have the same thing.
Oh, cool.
So I'm going to use this yellow for this one right here because that's going to put him all the way there. And then draw. Uh-oh.
Should I do yellow? Yes. This will bring him all the way around to here. And then, oh, maybe I should play this and then draw. No sunshine for
And
me.
I have to do sunshine.
Okay. So, what would be the next?
Purple. Because I've got purples.
Okay, so let's bring him to purple.
And then I'll bring this one to purple.
And then I can bring the last guy around to purple. And the next available purple is here.
Oh, you haven't drawn twice.
Oh no. I'm playing handicap. Oh, sunshine. It's your turn. And then we'll play sunshine.
And then I'm going to play purple because that will bring him all the way in because there's no more purple. And then I'll draw. Uh-oh.
Sunshine.
And then sunshine again.
Alright, so now I will play yellow, because I will also mark another one in.
Mm-hmm.
There's no more available yellows. Oh, we're getting really close on sunshine and winning.
So I will save this one for this one. Will go to this green right here.
Okay, and then I play my sunshine. Joker marker moves. Oh, I have sunshine again.
Uh-oh.
Well, I have two more.
And then I'm going to do this one green. Oh. Uh-oh.
So sunshine.
And then my turn. We lost.
Yep, so we had 3 owls that didn't make it in. These 3 owls here. So we did play it on the hardest difficulty. The easiest difficulty is if you play only 1 owl.
I thought it was 1, 2, 3.
Well, I mean, you can make it yourself. You can just make it up. You can do 1, you can do 2, 3, or 4, or 5, or you can do 6. Now 6 is the most, so that would make it the hardest. 1 by itself would be the easiest. And then you can play it just by yourself if you'd like, or you can play it with your brothers and sisters, friends, grandmas, nieces and nephews, aunts and uncles, moms, dads.
As you can see, it can be difficult, but you work as a team, and if you win, you win together. If you lose together. So it's not like a competitive against each other. So the hard feelings aren't there. So it's a good beginner and teaches co-op.
Yep, so we will now go over to our conclusion and tell you guys what we think about Hoot Owl Hoot. Alright guys, so we're going to bring you guys our conclusion of Hoot Owl Hoot. Did I say that right?
Hoot Owl Hoot.
Hoot Owl Hoot? Okay, let's make sure it wasn't Owl Hoot Owl.
Hoot Owl Hoot.
The first time we ran through it, we lost. The sun did come up too quickly. And I counted the cards, and actually is a couple more cards than there are sunspots, so your chances of losing are greater. But we had a lot of fun with it. It kind of reminds me of like a Candyland type move around. You know, if you draw up a spot, then you'll move to that next spot of that color. But you can fly over the other owls. You don't have to stop where another person's at or anything.
And we
like
played the most challenging with the 6,
Yeah.
and it was challenging the first one, and we barely won at the end of the second one.
Yeah, and I think it works out better for us to move the last owl up as far as possible, and then the next last owl up as far as possible to keep them in rotation, I guess. I could see some people playing the game where they move the first owl all the way up and then the second all the way up, but I don't know that it'll play all that way. It looks like Holden's going to join us,
Yeah.
along with the conclusion.
We can't wait for him to be able to play this game. I'm sure it'll be a great introductory game for him and Loxley. So I wanted him to be old enough to play it.
Yeah.
Tim was making funny noises like, what were you saying? No
I
sun,
don't
no.
know. I was just
Like, no sunshine. And it was fun. I really liked it, and
Yeah.
I think that it's one that we will enjoy having with our family. And even, I enjoyed it on an adult level too.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's random as far as when the sun's going to come out and when the sun card gets played and the sun moves up. But as far as which owl are you going to move to what color, there's a strategy there.
Mm-hmm.
But also knowing, what colors you're going to get next are kind of random. So it's a lot of randomness, but there is a way to strategy with what you do have available at a time. Because you could kind of plan out the next 6 moves, unless the sun pops up in there. But then you can still just go with whatever you were going to go with. We've also found out that if we, I kind of want to play it to where we can't jump over owls, just to make it that much harder. But you are allowed to jump over owls. But we've noticed that if you take 2 owls and mark like a purple and the purple, then the one owl that you getting ready to go to purple again is going to go way up the map and get really close to the nest. So I thought that was kind of cool because then you could be like, oh, well, this owl's flying really far.
Like when you're playing with kids and stuff, that's great because you can strategize. Oh, okay, you have this purple. Let's block this one with yours, and then I'll send this one over.
Yeah.
Because I have the same color, and then, oh no, sunshine came. It was so much fun. Like I really enjoyed it, and Tim's been very excited about doing these reviews.
Yeah.
And I was excited too. Like I've seen them at Gen Con. I think I've seen them before. I don't know if this was their first year. I thought it wasn't. But it was really exciting to get on part of their
Yeah.
review team, and
then I thought it was actually kind of cool too because they also made the theme in the night, which owls are nocturnal
yeah.
creatures. So
And the art on the board is so cute.
Yeah, putting that realisticness behind the owls of being in the night, and they need to get back to the nest before the sun comes up. My opinion on how far the sun comes up is that when it actually hits that final mark, it actually looks like high noon, like it's noontime.
No, it's when the sun rises fully.
Oh, fully.
There's a little bit of light,
So
little bit of light.
it's. I'm just saying the last block looks like high noon. So.
And as far as them being green and stuff like that, something that was really, really kind of cool is the rules were printed on the box.
Yeah, she opened the box. She goes, "Where are the rules?" And
Yeah.
then she flipped the lid. The inside of the lid, as you guys saw,
Has the
and
rules.
has the rules on there.
Hard to lose.
Yeah.
Green. You know, it didn't waste paper, so that was really kind of cool.
Yeah, to put the rule book on there. Obviously, a lot of games can't do that because they have bigger rule books, but yeah, it was really cool to have the rule books inside because I kind of panicked for a second because I thought I maybe misplaced the rules because we did open it and look at it and everything, and just because we didn't do an unboxing for this one. So when she's like, "Where are the rules?" I was like, "Great, now we're never gonna know how to play." So I had a little panic there, but she flipped the lid over, and I was like, "Oh, look, it's in the lid. That's really cool." So really good job on recycling materials and using the resources that they had, and I'm sure they saved money doing it that way and not having to print the rule book, because that would be a sheet of paper.
Well, I looked up the prices on the games, and they're very, very reasonable, like $15 to $20. And I thought that was great. Like, I like the way the box feels. Oop, my arm got tied. I like the way the box feels, and I like the way the components feel. Tim brought up on the little cards, he thought they were a little too sharp.
Oh, yeah, the cards that you play with the dots on them, if
They're
they
like-
could be rounded corners, I think that would be a little bit better. Because shuffling it kind of hurts your hands, and they kind of poke you a little bit.
Yeah,
That's
and then
probably
if
the
you
only
do like
thing.
the whole like kid shuffle like that, like they would kind of poke a little bit, but
Yeah. Just to minimize paper cuts, and especially with cardboard, because it's not as fine as paper, it's a little thicker, so that would be a little bit more of a bad cut. Not that like the kids are throwing them at each other, but maybe they are.
I mean they're not
But-
cardboard, they're paper-ish, a little thicker paper, but
Yeah. Well, they're very flexible. I just noticed that they had really pointy corners. But
I think that was his only qualm, but it was fun. The art was cute. It kind of looks like one of those Eric Carl or whatever his name is, who does the caterpillar one.
oh, I know what you're talking about, the caterpillar book.
Yeah, it looked kind
Or
of
the
like that
caterpillar
art,
keeps
so it's
getting
kind of
bigger.
cool, and like the owls are cute. And it's a good one. We really enjoyed it. I think I would even pull it off the shelf to play it
Yeah.
without kids.
Yeah. I think it would be really fun to show other gamer friends of ours the game, and then they'll be like, okay, cool. Because they all have kids as well.
I think it might be a little too old for Oliver. He's 5, so he's kind of at the top.
But we do have a 5 and up game, so.
Yeah. But he already has that game. But this one, yeah, like I've got a friend who has a 4-year-old, and I'd like to play with him and see what he thinks, because he was really interested in what we do. So it'll be fun to kind of play it, and then as soon as Holden is probably speaking and knows colors, we'll probably
Yeah.
try and introduce a game like this too.
Or maybe he won't even go into tabletop stuff, because right now he knows how to turn off and on my printer and my Xbox One and PlayStation
and plug and
the
unplug
360.
things that he shouldn't.
And he's only a year old, so maybe, hopefully, he doesn't go too advanced too soon. So
He's trying to turn the printer on right now. He's touching the touch screen.
yeah, he's trying to do the scanner. So apparently everything that we play with, he plays with. So hopefully tabletop gaming will be another thing that our children will get into. And these are really great games that we would like to use to introduce them. So hopefully we can keep bringing you guys reviews of the Peaceful Kingdom line. And they do a lot more than just tabletop gaming. I looked at their website. There's a ton of stuff. Yeah, they do. Yeah, diaries, cards, flashcards. I mean, if you think of anything
Stickers
for
right?
kids, yeah, stickers. I think they do the sticker books, stuff like that. Don't quote me on anything, because I don't want to try to tell you guys that something's on there and then it not be on there. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff on their website. So peaceabлекingdom.com. And you can follow them on Twitter as well, at Peaceable and then a K. And if you don't find them, then you can just look at our Twitter and then go through our list and they'll be on there because we follow them and they follow us as well. So I think that's it. We'll be bringing you guys some more of the games from Peaceable Kingdom's line. So we have 2 more right now, and then whatever else they send our way, we'll be very appreciative of. So I'm Tim.
I'm Anna.
And this is Holden down here with the printer. And this is the Geeked Up Game Review Group, and this is Hoot Owl Hoot by Peaceable Kingdom.